Well, the draft is now complete, man, and I'm gonna take a look at man all the Philadelphia Eagles draft picks and just give my thoughts on what I think of each one of them. Before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop a dot on the Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, that information is down in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks, man. Back with some more dropping dimes, Mr. Duga. Philadelphia Eagles 2025 draft is complete. And here my thoughts on each pick, man. I already did a video, about first round pick Jahad Campbell, but I'm get on him a little bit more. Also, first round, 31st pick linebacker Jahad Campbell from Alabama. Versatile player, could play. Was an off-ball linebacker, first team All SEC last year, big time playmaking linebacker. But also, man, there's thoughts that they could use him as an edge rusher. He went to college as an edge rusher, 5-star recruit, and he's actually the exact same build of a Michael Parsons, man, at 6'3", 245 pounds. So his versatility makes him a key piece to this defense. Got to stay healthy. Had a little bit of a shoulder situation, which is probably why he dropped outside of the top 15 where he was originally projected to go. But guy that wherever we need him, man, off ball linebacker on side of Zach Bond, or he could get down and rush the passer, man, and be a productive pass rusher, man. Obviously, gonna help us a lot. Second round pick 64, we take safety Andrew Makuba out of Texas. Man, I like him a lot, man. It's funny. He reminds me so much of Chauncey Gardner Johnson, man. Probably not as brash as him, but his playing style, man, flies around, is a ball hawk, had 5 interceptions last year, and he comes up and he hits people, man. If you want to see how much he hits people, just look at that SEC championship game when he leveled the Georgia quarterback that tried to get some extra yards, man. A little smaller, it's not a huge safety, but the fact that he's not carrying around so much weight makes him a little light on his feet, man. But he gets every he gets every ounce out of his body, his smaller frame, man. Very, very physical safety. And in the SEC, you ready to play, man. The physicality, if you could play in the SEC as a smaller frame, physicality, should not be that much of a problem. But I like him, man. I think he got a real shot, man, to get some real playing time. I think him and Sidney Brown gonna battle out for that safety spot. But like I said, guy with great ball skills, and comes up there and hits people, man. Also has a little bit of nickel, experience, just like Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Like I said, I think is an exact comparison, but obviously a guy that's much younger. But got to do it on the NFL like Gardner Johnson did. But I really, really like the potential in him. No third round pick, but in the fourth round pick 111, we took D tackle Ty Robinson from Nebraska. Very productive player in Nebraska, man. Ran the fastest 40 time out of all the D tackles. Gets up the field quick. You know, I think he could fill that Milton Williams role for us. A guy that's a rotational D tackle that you could play a lot on pass rushing situations, and he could get to the backfield, man. Guy, had 12 and a half sacks, 26 and a half tackles for losses. So he stays in opponent's backfield, man. Think it's a pretty solid pick, yo. Fifth round at pick 145, we take cornerback Mac McWilliams from Central Florida. Um, I think he's got a position. I think he's the Devontae Maddox replacement. A guy that's gonna play a lot in the slot. Didn't have a lot of like production as far as interceptions and things like that, but I think he's gonna be a key contributor on special teams. And Lord but forbid anything happens to Cooper DeJean, he could be our backup slot corner, man. Really nice long arms, man. I think that you need on the next level, in the NFL. But somebody like I said, I think he could compete for the backup nickel role, voided by Vontae Maddox, and give us some contributions on special teams. With the 161st pick in the fifth round, We take linebacker Small Munden from Georgia. I like this pick a lot as well, man. Obviously another Georgia Bulldogs who, our Georgia players gonna be very, very familiar with. Look, man, he was productive. The last, 3 year start at Georgia, he was very productive. Had a little bit of a foot issue this season, but you turn on the tape and watch Georgia, man. He made plays. He flew around the field, man, and I think in this situation when you got somebody like a Jahan Campbell, who you're gonna figure out when we lose him more as an off-ball linebacker, on side of Zach Bond in that rotation or as an edge rusher. Well, while we figure that out, we got somebody like Small London who he's a pure linebacker. Like he is a pure linebacker and a really good coverage linebacker as well. Somebody, excited to see how he does at training camp, man, to see if he could carve out a real role in this defense. Also in the fifth round pick, 168, we take center slash guard Drew Kendall from Boston College. Drew Stoutland University project, guy that was all ACC in college. Obviously this offensive line is pretty much solidified, but there's still that spot, at guard with Kenyon Green and Tyler Steen. Maybe he could get into that competition. We'll see. But nevertheless, worst case scenario, man, adds really good depth to this old line. Round 6 at pick 181, we take quarterback Kyle McCord from Syracuse. I'm cool with the pick, man. Led the nation, in passing last year at Syracuse. Was at Ohio State the year before that. Went on at Syracuse, put up a lot of yards. Philadelphia guy from Philly, so he's fired up for that. And to be honest, man, obviously we know Super Bowl MVP quarterback Jalen Hurts is the franchise. I got a lot of love for Tanner McKee as the backup, man. I'm really excited to for him to be our pure, backup. But Kyle McCord got a real shot to be the third guy, man. And look, I'm not a Dario Thompson Robinson fan. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you. DTR we got in the trade from Cleveland with Kenny Pickett. Not a big fan of his. I understand his mobility and he started games in this league, but Kyle McCord, if he got a shot to beat him out for the third quarterback, man. So nothing wrong with that, man. If he goes out there and does that, and you talking about a real, real solid quarterback room with three, real solid quarterbacks, man. Also in the sixth round at pick 191, we take tackle Miles Hinton from Michigan. Massive human being, man, big guy. He has a chance, man, honestly, to compete for the swing tackle role, man. Really productive at Michigan. There's also some people think it could be another Mekhi Becton situation where we use him as that side as a guard. But we'll see, man. Whatever Jeff Stoutland do once he gets his hands on him. But nevertheless, I like the pick, man. I like that he brings the potential to be either a tackle, a swing tackle, or a swing guard, man. Very productive, massive human being. Glad we was able to get him, yo. Also in round 6 with pick 207, we take tackle Cameron Williams from Texas. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Gonna battle to try to make the team. Played mostly right tackle, which might hinder him a little bit, but we'll see, man. Obviously, our great Lane Johnson only got so many years left, so we're gonna need somebody to step up and be the heir apparent to him whenever he calls it a career. So, bringing in more guys to compete, and get under this system is a good thing, man. See how everything goes with him. And our last pick of the draft, man, round 6, pick 209 was outside linebacker Antoine Powell Ryland, better yet known as APR from Virginia Tech. Not gonna lie, man, I'm excited about this pick. Like, I'm really excited about this pick, especially, when we got him, man. Dude was third in the nation in sacks. He was the third leading sack getter in all of college football, has a plethora of pass rush moves, could really get to the quarterback, man. And like I said, man, give him a shot, and we'll see what he could do, man. But he's as we experiment everything with Jahan Campbell, which is great. This guy is a pure pass rusher. Could be eventually be even a third down specialist, if he could make this team and contribute, man. But I love the pick. I love the potential of the pick. But overall, man, that's the draft. That's the Eagles 2025 draft, man. The Eagles 2025, right? We're gonna see what undrafted free agents we get that's gonna come in and compete for make the team. But overall, man, excited to get to minicamp with see this team get to minicamp and training camp and get off to another season, man. Trying to defend the Super Bowl crown. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.